look at the bell work, we have an equation. The equation is always going to be written in the form y equals mx plus b, where b is the y-intercept. It's where you start on a graph. So when I see plus 3, that tells me that I need to cross at positive 3. So this is a possibility. This is a possibility. This is not. This cannot be an answer because it does not cross at plus 3. See, plus 3 is right here. See how the line doesn't cross there? So these two cannot be it. So it has to be one of the top two. That 3 is the B. Now I got to look at negative 3. So the two that I have options for, the first thing I check for is see if one's negative, one's positive. This one left to right is going up, so this is a positive 3 or a positive slope. This one is left to right is going down. This has a negative slope. Well, this can't be it because it's a negative slope. So it has to be, it shuffles the answer. So make sure you're selecting the same one I am if you're following me. But it has to be this problem here because it has a plus 3 and a negative slope. Looking at the second one, it says to write the equation. So I always start with knowing two things when I'm writing an equation. I need to know what B is first. And in this case, it is right here. It is negative 2, right? Because we want to, B is where the y-intercept. It's where it crosses the y-axis. And so negative 2. So when I look at this, this says negative 2 here at the end. This says negative 2 at the end. That means that these two, the ones that say plus 2, cannot be it. Now, left to right, this is going up, so it is a positive slope. And then we can check, it rises 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and runs 3. So our slope needs to be a positive 5 over 3. And if we look on mine, it's the last one. It might not be the last one on yours. So it should say y equals 5 over 3x minus 2. And then going forward, we still do the same thing. I need to know what B is, and I need to know what M is. B, what's B on this problem? What's the y-intercept on this problem? It's 1, right? So then when I look, it cannot be anything that says minus 1. It has to be plus 1. So we can eliminate half the answers. It is positive left to right. It rises 1 and runs 4. So this has a slope of 1 over 4, which means it has to be y equals 1 over 4x plus 1. And so you should be able to go ahead and click submit on that, and you should get a perfect score. 3 out of 3. Now, going back to your day here, you're going to do IXL Algebra 1. Make sure you're in Algebra 1. S7, which is similar to what we did last week. I'm going to zoom in. Make sure you're signed in. You want to make sure that your name is up here in the corner. One thing that you want to do, it says y equals negative 9x plus 4. Plus 4 tells me to click right here on the positive 4 on the y-axis. Remember that when I have so the b was plus 4, so it's a positive 4. The slope, on the other hand, is negative 9. Remember that whenever I have an integer that's not a fraction, I can just write it over the number 1. This tells me to go, it's rise over run. This tells me to go down 9 and 1 to the right. So I start at 4 and I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 over 1 to the right. Huh? S7. And so you just keep doing this over and over again. So the B on this one says negative 3, which is right here. A positive 9 tells me to go up 9 and over 1 to the right. This one says negative 10 and 1/4. So we start at negative 10. 1/4, a positive 1/4 says go up 1 and over 4. Negative 4 is my y-intercept. Negative 1/10 is my slope. So I start at negative 4. I go down 1 and over 10 to the right. If you should notice, the negative tells you up or down. The bottom number of the run is always going to go to the right. And you're going to keep doing these over and over. They're not going to get harder. So plus 7 tells me to start here. 1/10 tells me to go up 1 and over 10. You should get really good at these. These are not that hard. So 7 tells me to start there. 1/9 tells me to go up 1 and over 9. Negative 2 tells me to start at negative 2. Negative 1/5 tells me to go down 1 and over 5 to the right. Does that make sense? Do we understand how to do this? All right. When you get done, you need to work on missing assignments. There are quite a few F's in this class. So if you have questions or need help, I'll gladly come over and help you.